Over the last 48 hours, the military posture in West Asia has shifted from a tense standoff to imminent action. The immediate trigger points to reported United States military strikes hitting deep inside Iranian territory, targeting specific critical infrastructure. These strikes reportedly hit Iranian nuclear facilities. That moves the dial from a conventional regional clash straight into a potential nuclear crisis. In response, Tehran issued a severe warning. They are threatening to officially withdraw from the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. The NPT is the international agreement that has prevented widespread nuclear breakout since 1970. It serves as the bedrock of global security norms. This visualization shows the required timeline to build a weapon. Without international oversight, Iran could openly push its uranium enrichment levels from a civilian 20% straight up to a weapons-grade 90% in a matter of weeks. The sheer velocity of this escalation is already cracking the consensus among Western allies. Spain recently made the highly unusual decision to close its sovereign airspace to any American military aircraft involved in operations against Iran. European capitals are signaling their caution about being dragged into a wider Middle Eastern war. They are prioritizing distance over maintaining a unified NATO front. With the NPT under threat and NATO members like Spain breaking rank, the established rules of regional engagement are being challenged in real time. Right on the edge of this instability sits India. New Delhi is caught directly in the economic consequences of a fracturing West Asia. The primary vulnerability threatening the Indian economy is its strict dependency on imported energy. This chart breaks down India's crude oil sources. Notice the massive share originating from the Persian Gulf compared to domestic production. If military action shuts down shipping lanes, supply is choked off. Oil prices spike globally, causing a severe surge in domestic inflation. A secondary vulnerability lies in India's long-term strategic infrastructure projects. New Delhi has poured massive diplomatic and financial capital into developing the Chabahar Port facility in southern Iran. This map shows exactly why the port is vital. It creates a direct maritime route from India's west coast to Iran, completely bypassing hostile Pakistani territory. From Chabahar, Indian goods move north, opening an exclusive gateway into Afghanistan and Central Asia. The geography between India and Central Asia is dominated by incredibly rugged, mountainous terrain. This maritime link is the only viable logistical entry point. In an active war zone, the Chabahar maritime link becomes unusable, effectively cutting off India's only physical route for expansion into Central Asia. This brings us to New Delhi's final major vulnerability, its deeply conflicting diplomatic alliances. India's strategic partnership with the United States is critical. Washington provides vital defense technology transfers and intelligence sharing, which India relies on to balance against a rising China. Simultaneously, India shares deep historical ties with Iran. Tehran guarantees India's access to regional markets and cooperates closely on counterterrorism intelligence. This creates a brutal dilemma. If India openly supports Iran, the U.S. could impose crippling sanctions, freezing Indian entities out of the global financial system. But abandoning Tehran to appease Washington permanently forfeits regional connectivity, handing Central Asian influence to rival powers. So New Delhi relies on strict, calculated neutrality. In this scenario, neutrality is not diplomatic passivity. It is a highly active daily defense mechanism designed for survival. In the high-stakes reality of a nuclear West Asia, India must rely entirely on itself. A single diplomatic miscalculation could trigger both a domestic economic crisis and strategic isolation.